Any tips for lighting?
Geez, you got a couple hours?
Yeah. Since we're standing in front of your seminar.
Light is language. Think of it that way. That would be my main tip, if you will, or advice. Too many photographers are scared of light. I think especially young photographers, especially starting out, understandably. Yeah. Flash and or available light, like, oh, how do I make this work? You wander around, you kind of know good light when you see it, but for some folks it's maybe more instinctual than others. But you have to think of this phenomenon known as light as your language, your vocabulary. It's all of your adjectives, your descriptors, how you're embellishing the scene and making it rich and lustrous and beautiful and attractive and noteworthy and all those things that are going to take this visceral experience that you are having right here and right now and make it a visceral experience for someone who's not there. I mean, you can stand on the edge of the Grand Canyon and go, oh my God, this is beautiful, and go click and bring it back to somebody, and they're going to say, a bunch of rocks, But if you inform the photograph, if you compose well, use light well, all that sort of stuff, then you make a beautiful photograph of Grand Canyon that makes someone want to be there. That's a step that light can take you forward with, if you use it well.
Cool. Any final tips for our viewers who just want to become better photographers?
Stick with it, man. Tenacity is not spoken of, all that often because it's not that glamorous. You read in the photo magazines about all the photographers out there who are doing marvelous things and making lots of money and first-class air tickets and beautiful fashion models, and that's all just a bunch of baloney.
Yeah.
Maybe it happens to a few people, I don't know. It certainly hasn't happened to me. For me, the thing that I always have to remember about photography, and I always have remembered, thankfully, is that this is hard work. And you are going to fail much more than you will succeed. So get used to that. Embrace your failures. Understand them, and understand that they are your path to being a better photographer. If you get discouraged easily and just come back and say, this picture isn't anything like what I had hoped for or saw or anything like that, it will A, become not so much fun, and B, lead you to kind of only reluctantly pick up the camera or maybe not pick up the camera at all. So you have to love this, and you have to be very tenacious about it, because understand that those really good photographs are few and far between. Even for the legendary great photographers, the ones who went before, those photographs that we remember, do you think they made those photographers? Do you think those dropped from trees? No. Sometimes it takes years, to get to a point where you're consistently making good photographs. And then even when you're making good photographs on a regular basis and you're satisfying your clients and you're making a living and all of that, the great photographs, the one that really kicks, the one that makes your heart skip, those are occasional events, even after you've been doing it for a while.
Joe, thanks for joining us on Advancing Your Photography.
All right, thank you.
Really great to hear your take on everything.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Be sure to subscribe now to stay updated on my show, and we'll give you tips and insight to keep advancing your photography. Also, check out our guests' website for a closer look at their work. Tune in to our next episode of Advancing Your Photography for an inside look at another photographer's world. Until then, this is Marc Silber reminding you to get out and capture your own images of life.